Hello Traumateers, Segway magic is a thing that I am now doing. I'm doing things very slightly different to Mari, who did her favourite and least favourite fictional couples. I'm doing my best and worst. Several things before we get properly started. I'm the snark lady who likes to rank things, so yes, these are in priority order. This list is incredibly white and incredibly straight, and I apologise for both of those things. I made an active decision to keep teenage relationships out of this list. We tend to see those unfold over the course of days or weeks or months, rather than over the course of years. If you do want to see a list of my teenage relationships, let me know down in the comments. Let's get started with my list. I will start with my worst couples. In 5th place, we have Kelly Kapoor and Ryan Howard from The Office. Independently, these two are absolutely fabulous characters and I love them both. When you put them together, you get a fucking train wreck and I hate it. Number 4, Philip Pirrip and Estella Havisham from Great Expectations. I feel like it's not entirely Estella's fault that she is on this list. She spends 10 years of her life being turned into an emotionless man-eater by a crazy lady in a wedding dress. But Pip has no such excuse. He sees the overwhelming evidence of this and he still gets all swoony over her. And in 3rd place, continuing with the classic book theme, we have Heathcliff and Kathy from Wuthering Heights. Admittedly, it's been a long time since I read that book, but I remember really hating it, and I especially hated these two characters and how completely awful they are to each other. And number 2, and probably the most contentious one on the list, Buffy Summers and Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If this relationship is all kinds of fucked up and rapey and abusive on both sides, regardless of whether or not Spike has a soul. And in 1st place, we have a couple that I have largely avoided because I haven't read the books, I've just read the SnarkSquad posts, Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele from 50 Shades of Grey. I may not have read it, but I can still identify that it is abuse from start to finish and no one ever should read it. On to happier things, let's talk about my 5 best couples. In 5th place, we have Fox Mulder and Dana Scully from The X-Files. Admittedly, it takes a really long time for this to actually become a canon relationship, but all that means is that we basically have 8 seasons worth of amazing build-up in which their relationship and their friendship is growing and changing and developing. And 4th place, Lizzie Bennet and William Darcy, specifically from the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Now, I know I'm being really picky here and I could go with any version of Pride and Prejudice, however, this particular iteration of their relationship was so much more powerful for me, and a lot of that had to do with the fact that we got to see the relationship unfolding in real time. And the viewer ended up that they felt like a part of these characters' lives because you were actually able to interact with these characters on social media yourself. 3rd place, Eric and Tammy Taylor from Friday Night Lights. They definitely have their ups and downs, but they always make time to talk about the things that are really important, to talk about their feelings and situations that are happening, and they always have time to adopt like every kid in the whole of Dylan. In 2nd place, we have Peter Bishop and Olivia Dunham from Fringe. Dawson's Creek tried to do the whole like soulmates meant to be destined for each other thing with Joey and Dawson, and it was a fucking train wreck. Fringe, on the other hand, did a similar thing. We see Peter and Olivia playing together as children. We see them at various points throughout their lives. Their lives are intrinsically linked, even though they're from like parallel universes and what have you, and it kind of makes your brain explode a little bit. They are very, very clearly destined to be together, and when they are together, they are just so absolutely amazing, and I love everything about them. And finally, in 1st place, we have what is both my best fictional couple and my favourite fictional couple, Jim Halpert and Pam Beesly from The Office. They are my OTP to end all OTPs. I think I made it about 10 minutes into the pilot before I was like, oh no, I have a shipping problem. Jim and Pam definitely have their ups and downs over the years, especially in the final few seasons. Even when Jim's stuck in the depths of unrequited love, their relationship is still absolutely amazing, and they are just such wonderful, phenomenal characters for me, and I love absolutely everything about them. Even at their worst, I still kind of have them up on this pedestal of fabulousness. And Sweeney, I can't wait to see your face on Friday and find out what your picks are, although I'm pretty sure that I know what's going to be in 1st place on your worst list already. And Traumateers, if you have suggestions for future topics, don't forget to go leave them down there in the comments, either on YouTube or over on SnarkSquad.com.